What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another Littleroot Showdown. Carl, what do you think, my dude?
I'm no longer sick and I'm ready to play some more Pokemon.
I'm glad. I'm very glad to have you back. It was weird not having you on last week, and I got to play Eternatus all week. It was fun. So I'm ready to get back to playing some user-submitted teams and see what we can do.
Yeah. My team this week hasn't been completely 100% decided. It's the same restricted. I have the same restricted lined up for either team because we have like 3 of the same restricted.
Yeah, I have noticed there's a big trend towards like 3 or 4 restricteds in the last couple of weeks. There's actually a lot of teams that we have coming in now.
Yeah.
I know Tiki sent in his team with like Sylveon that I was really excited to play. NG has an Aurora's team, so like
I really wanted to play that one. I'm just like,
I seriously debated it. But I like this team I'm playing this week. It's definitely a fun one.
Same. I'm excited to. It's not something we get to see either very often. We saw it a lot in Series 8, but we haven't really seen so much of what I'm playing in Series 10 thus far.
Mine also feels like a very much a Series 8 callback. So, like, especially when you look at the Mons, once you look at the moves, it's like very much Series 10. But if you just compare it to
like if you just look straight at the Pokemon,
Mons,
it's just a Series 8 team. You have no idea. Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm super excited to play, and I'm ready to go if and when you are, bud.
I'm also ready. Let's get to it.
Cool. Let's get to the match.
So I am playing Necrozma Dusk Mane. This team, Necrozma Dusk Mane overall has been submitted like 3 or 4 times, and the team I am playing, I decided to play with is Karibo's version. Mainly because it has this really unique Decidueye set, and I think it's super duper cool. It unfortunately isn't the most optimal Decidueye since it is not long reach, but I think it'll be really, really cool, and I'm excited to play with it.
Alright, Carl, what do you got for me? Oh, Decadooey! So I'm playing Necrozma Moltres this week, so that's cool.
I have a feeling Carter has probably picked Duskmane himself. Yeah, he did. Okay. It's the Battle of the Duskmane.
He has Arcanine, I have Hitmontop for like Intimidate things. I don't think I want to bring Hitmontop because I think he brings Milotic.
I think leading Arcanine Milotic is fine.
Spectre looks really great here just to be able to get a burn onto his Necrozma, especially if I'm not bringing Hitmontop. So I'm thinking it's like Necrozma, Spectrier, Moltres, Eliki. I think I like those 4. The question is in what order? I think I want to lead Spectrier. And I think I want to lead Eliki. I think I like these 4.
Bring Necrozma. We could also just lead Amoonguss Arcanine with Necrozma and Milotic. I feel like I have to bring Moltres though, because they have... Oh, I could just bring Decidueye in the back instead of that. So, Decidueye, Arcanine, Necrozma, Milotic. Decidueye, what do you got? You have Sucker Punch, right? You do, okay. And Shadow Sneak. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go with this then. We can Sucker Punch a Spectrier or something, maybe catch him off guard.
Intake could leave us a little weak to Amoonguss. But I think we'll be fine. We have Photon Geyser on Necrozma, so should be fine. I do want to try to avoid hitting his Necrozma for super effective damage, just in case there is a weakness policy on his as well.
What's your lead, Carter? What's your lead? Spectrier, Regieleki. Okay, so he went for the fast lead. I have my Arcanine and my Decidueye. So I feel like I'm in an okay spot.
I feel fine about this lead matchup. I think I want to switch Spectre out into Moltres here.
I could just protect and just Shadow Sneak into the Spectrier. I wonder what the odds of this thing being sashed are, though. Probably fairly high.
Could Electroweb. I could also just Thunderbolt the Arcanine. I think Electroweb is probably fine because it breaks a potential sash on Decidueye. But I also think I need to hold Eliki to be able to preserve it to beat up a potential Melodic in the end game. So I don't mind Volt switching here. I'm going to click Electroweb. I don't think he doubles into Eliki this turn.
This is a tough one. I think I'm just going to Shadow Sneak the Spectrier and Flare Blitz into it just in case it's... Okay, he's just going to switch. That's fine.
And it could be like Sucker Punch from the Decidueye this turn. Yeah, Shadow Sneak also works. Not really going to do a lot there.
Looking to get speed control. You were already faster, so I don't know why you did this. Got a crit on Arcanine. That sucks.
Holy cow. Okay, we crit the Arcanine. I'm like, there's no way we do that much.
Get our berry eaten here.
Citrus. Cool. Cool. Good information to have here. Just gonna Flare Blitz.
That's gonna trigger Berserk. So that's not good.
In a Moltres. That's gonna trigger Berserk. And it's gonna put Arcanine back under half. So now I can click Fiery Wrath this turn. I'm gonna Volt switch off the Decidueye, I think. I think this is pretty safe, and it'll let me bring in Dusk Mane here.
We are not in a good spot, man. He called the correct switch there. I think we're going to switch into Milotic, and I think we just let Moltres go down.
So there could be a Protect from the Arcanine this turn, seeing how it's Citrus and not Assault Vest. We still don't know the item on Decidueye.
Sucker Punch is going to be more damage. We'll just put some chip on this Regieleki. We'll save our Arcanine for the Necrozma in the back that's likely back there.
I think it's a little too frail to hold Assault Vest reasonably, so I could see it just being... Yeah, he's going to bring in Milo here. I mean, that's not really going to like a Fiery Wrath. Especially a +1. Yeah, Sucker Punch my Eliki. Not really doing a lot, but that's fine.
I called the right switch. So I'm glad I didn't switch to Decidueye out. I'm glad I decided to just sack it off.
I could go into Spectrier and go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Milo or a Taunt. I like bringing in Spectrier here.
He could have just Air Slashed into my Decidueye. No, I just went for Fire Wrath. Okay. Oh, we take that real well.
And then Fiery Wrath easily picks up this Decidueye. I say before it doesn't go down. So here I can click Fiery Wrath again. I'm gonna taunt the Milo, I think.
Odds Spectre protecting are high. I could just click Scald into Moltres and Shadow Sneak into Moltres. Spectre, like, he knows I have Shadow Sneak, he knows I have Sucker Punch. So yeah, let's just double in this Moltres here.
What is this? Might actually be Assault Vest Decidueye, just based on how little that damage did. Interesting. Like, I honestly expected a +1, a +1 stab Fiery Wrath the KO there. Shadow Sneak's gonna do a non-zero amount, but not enough to pick up the KO.
Did you think I was going for like a recover or something?
I'm gonna taunt, prevent like Hypnosis or coil shenanigans. Also, like prevents the Milo from going for a protect the next couple of turns.
I mean, that's fine. Decidueye goes down. This is okay. We're gonna be able to pick up this Moltres here, which is good.
He is just going to Scald. We're Assault Vest, we might live that. We do, because Moltres is great.
Burn? Nah, so close. No protect on our Necrozma kind of sucks, so I feel like we have to do this.
So we might be able to just go for... this Intimidate doesn't mean anything.
We're just in a real bad spot here. Not picking up these KOs when we need to be doing them is kind of unfortunate.
I mean, I'm just gonna click Fiery Wrath again. And we can... I think I want to take the Arcanine out first, because that means that he can no longer, like, intimidate my Dusk Mane.
I don't know if we take the Shadow Ball at all. Nope. Single target Fiery Wrath might be enough to pick us up too. We do get the Icy Wind off here.
Sweet. And now it's a single target Fiery Wrath. And we have a +1 Spectrier. I forgot about Grimday on Spectrier. It's been so long since I've seen it, I forgot about it.
This is gonna hurt. Yeah, we're fine still. We have our Wiki Berry still too. And we get to remove this Moltres now. Oh, we got the flinch too. Just unfortunate series of events here.
Flinch? Probably like Wiki Berry here. Man, we just had a lot go right for us this game. He does have Necrozma here, so I'm going to go for a Willow into that.
We can just not catch a break. He got the flinch, he got the crit. We're just under the 8 ball, man. Unlucky today. Oh well.
And I'm going to Air Slash the Milo.
The Will-O-Wisp isn't going to matter as much because he's probably clicking Fiery Wrath, if I had to guess, on his Moltres. Oh no, he just went for Air Slash. That's fine.
I definitely think I am more set up for the mirror than he is. Between Spectrier and Moltres here. Flinch. Okay. Spectrier avoids. It's pretty good for us because now our sash is still intact. Moltres does go down, but that's whatever.
Get to put that thing under finally. We could have set Trick Room here.
So now I can bring in Sunsteel Strike. That'll do a chunk, but I mean, it's going to break Sash, but it's not going to KO, especially since he's burnt.
Even for being burned, that did a lot. Oh, the taunt's gone now? That's really good.
So now we just need to avoid triggering a weakness policy if there is one.
Now that taunt's gone, he's probably expecting me to protect. Surprised he didn't taunt the Necrozma last turn. We're going to make a read.
I think I like Volt switching into Necrozma here and going for a Shadow Ball into Milo, pick up the KO on it. We're at +1, so this should KO. That's a really good chunk of damage. If he has like Earth Power, this is not great for us. Earth Power, Earthquake, one of those like ground moves that Necrozma could carry.
We're making a read that he's attacking the Necrozma slot here. Yeah, there's his own Necrozma. Maybe he was expecting like an Earth Power or something. I don't know if we take this one. I don't think we do. Nope. That's fine.
But honestly, like, if he does have it, then it's just going to trigger a policy. So now we have a +2 Spectrier. So at this point, I don't really care about triggering his policy if there is one.
Yeah, he just got the lucky flinch and the crit early on the Arcanine, which put us behind the 8 ball early. And it just snowballed from there. Nothing we can do about it. We did get our Trick Room up, though. So we get to find out whose Necrozma is slower.
I think we double protect this turn. Just try to stall a couple turns of Trick Room out. And again, if we can avoid triggering a weakness policy, that'd be really nice for us.
Oh, he's just scouting. Okay, that's fine.
Like, we're +2 with Spectrier. I would like to not lose it if I can avoid it. He's going to be faster than me, so I think going for, like, just attacking here is just fine.
We're going to click Rock Slide here. His is slower than mine. Yep. We lived. I wonder if it's a speed tie or if he's actually just slower than me.
Oh, I'm actually slower. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is not good.
Flinch the Spectre. That's what I needed. And then he just double clicks protect here and we just lose. Yep. GG, bud.
I mean, Spectre goes down. I say before we don't. But we get burned. I mean, we flinch, but we can just double protect here, and that'll stall this game out where he goes down to burn.
Like, there's nothing I can do here. He just double protects and I just go down to burn. Unfortunate flinch on the Milotic early means that we had to... The Milotic flinch won the game, essentially. We were in a position to win, and then the Milotic flinch kind of just put us back behind the 8-ball. Unfortunate, but it's the nature of the game. GG's, bub.
I was really hoping he wasn't weakness policy, but the fact that he is, it didn't really affect how this game played out. Okay. So we're playing Necrozma this week. Another, honestly, that game felt closer than what it played out as. I'm really interested in hearing Carl's thoughts, so let's get over to him and get paired back up for the post game here. So what do you think, man?
I was in that game until I got flinched. 100%.
I legitimately think so.
The flinch and the crit early just put me behind so far.
I definitely said at one point that I felt like I was favorited in that game just because I had Spectre plus Moltres. But at the end of the day, those two do not single-handedly win that matchup based on the mons that you brought. And granted, they line up very well against specifically Necrozma, but I still have multiple mons I have to answer. I specifically didn't want to bring Hitmontop because you have Milo, whereas Hitmontop would have lined up well against Arcanine and Necrozma, and your Decidueye, which that set's really cool. Is it Assault Vest?
Yes, it is AV. We are unfortunately not Long Reach, which is the tech I mentioned to him right when he played it during the Rumble. Was just why are we not Long Reach? We get to dual Wing Beat opposing Volcarona for free. This is great. We are just Overgrowth Assault Vest.
Yeah, I anticipated it being Sash, so I'm cool. I can Electro Web, and that'll break Sash here, and then. Your turn 2 play of switching in Milo, reading the Electro Web, insane. Just beautiful play. I debated going for the Volt Switch into that slot, but I was scared that Arcanine was going to protect, and then I just have I just leave Eliki out on the field unprotected, and I didn't feel safe about that, so I figured there's a less of a chance that you protect Decidueye than you do Arcanine this turn, knowing the information I know at that time. And I'm well, I'm +1 with Moltres. This will KO, barring that he's not Assault Vest, and then it does nothing. I'm so he's Assault Vest.
Yeah. The switch off of into the Moltres was real good. I was hoping the Flare Blitz, because that Arcanine set is very offensive. I was hoping the Flare Blitz would be enough to pick it up if you do switch into that Moltres, but it wasn't. Then not getting to pick up the KO on it with the Scald either is kind of just unfortunate.
No, it was. Well, I'm also Assault Vest Moltres, so I knew at that range a Scald would not take me out. I mean, granted, I didn't know. I didn't run calcs before or anything, but I was really hoping it wouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're hoping it wouldn't. I had the inkling that it was gonna be really close. It probably was a roll.
I lived on 4, so it most likely was a roll.
It is a roll for sure.
Did you have any did the taunt actually do anything?
I had recover, but I wasn't clicking that anytime soon.
Recover, protect.
Yeah, and icy one.
Okay.
I was the taunt didn't really do it. When you taunted him, it was well, this is free. And if I get to pick up the Moltres, then we're golden because I'm not clicking recover anymore anyway because your spread damage is gone.
It also plays around hypnosis, coil. There's a non like I think the play there of taunting makes sense. I feel like it's a free roll, just to click it, just because like I'm already ahead, and I feel like the way you get back into this game is like coil hypnosis Milo, and not knowing the set, I felt like that was one of the biggest factors. So I'm just like, this just shuts it down. Might as well just play it and hope this works out for me. And then you click solve. I'm like, oh, that's also just fine.
Yeah. Missing the ice wind on the Spectrier mattered too.
Oh, did you miss my Spectrier?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Everything that could have gone wrong for me this game had gone wrong. Like,
I didn't even notice that.
Crit, I got flinched, I got a miss on the icy one that mattered.
Yeah, I definitely do agree that the flinch definitely helped me stay in that game.
Yeah.
I could have clicked like Snarl when you had like Snarl never really does anything there.
You never want to put Snarl with Milo on the field. You never want to put Snarl.
Not only Milo, but you also have Necrozma coming in, and like that triggers weakness policy then, so it's just like super punishing if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was hoping that the air slash would get another flinch too, because I'm greedy.
I didn't expect Sunsteel Strike to do that much still after burn.
Didn't either.
I did not expect it to do that much after burn, and just put your Spectre to half health. It's like, oh, so we're still in this game because you didn't taunt me, and now if you waste your taunt, then I just get to pick up the Spectre for free, and it's fine.
And what's really interesting is obviously your Necrozma set's a little more common. Mine is special.
I don't know what you're defining as common. I have Rock Slide, not Earth Power. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's like fairly common.
That's not the common one. The common one is Earth Power, because you need to be able to beat up Incineroar. You want single target damage into Incineroar.
That can't be right. I gotta look this up.
You want to be able to hit your steel types, because you can't hit them with nothing with Steel Strike or Photon Geyser. You're not hitting them at all. You're not doing any damage that way because they resisted to they both are resisted by steel. So you want Earth Power on that slot, and I have Rock Slide.
Rock Slide is 19.1. Earth Power is 13.8.
I am surprised.
I am too, actually.
Earth Power is like the most common one. I feel like that's all I see when I play against Necrozma is Earth Power.
See, I also don't have Sunsteel Strike. I don't have Sunsteel Strike. I don't have Trick Room. And instead I have Earth Power and Moonlight. So
see, that's what makes yours weird is the Moonlight. I don't have Protect.
It's actually more common than you think.
I don't have Protect at all on mine.
Really?
Nope. Sunsteel Strike, Photon Geyser, Rock Slide, Trick Room.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I know in the beginning when we were talking and you're like, yeah, there's like 3 really common mons right now. I was really hoping you were talking about Necrozma.
Yeah.
Because like I think Necrozma is great.
I think it's okay right now in Series 10. It's not over the top powerful.
Yeah. When I say great, I mean like as a mon, it's super cool and like I love the design of it. So I was really interested in really hoping that you were gonna bring one, so I was guaranteed to play it this week.
I was this close to bringing back the dog team again, running it back. But I figured I would save it for a different day since I just played it last time.
True. Plus, we got a ton of teams and everything right now, so doubling up on a team isn't necessary. At some point, we'll probably circle back around and play some of these that haven't been played yet. But I know Slacking has a team still, which has like Focus Sash Blaziken on it, so like that's super cool.
It's Callie's Shadows. They're restricted on that one, I think.
Henry has a Quagsire team that he sent in. I literally don't know anything else about the team. I just know it has Quagsire.
I almost brought Tiki's team this week too. I'm just like I was looking at it, I was like, I'm gonna need a minute on this one. I can't bring this one quite yet.
I do like that team a lot.
I do too. I'm just like I am not prepared to play that yet.
Chase is a very, very good team builder, so
yeah.
His teams are always super well put together. So I'm excited to get around and playing that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like we talked about, NG has his Aurora's team. There's a lot of really cool teams that we still have that we'll get to at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, we got a whole another month and a half of Series 10 for sure.
Oh yeah, NG has Kyurem White and Heat Train, which is like two things I was talking about that week, and then he posted that. I'm like, I love this. Let's see, we got Cali Shadow with Nihilego. It's interesting. I like that. Yeah, there's quite a few teams we still have.
Yep.
I was really, really glad to not see a Mungus come out from you, to be 100% honest.
I couldn't safely bring it.
I understand that. When like I potentially have Entei on my side, I have Moltres, and like either of them could reasonably Moltres could easily carry safety goggles and like just beat it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing safety goggles on Entei, so like nice Spore, get wrecked.
Yeah, like there's no way I could bring Amoonguss that match at all.
Yeah, I felt the exact same way with Hitmontop. It's just like as much as I think this is a good mon, I can't reasonably bring it in the face of Milotic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm super excited to play some more with some really cool teams, man.
Same.
We got a bunch of Milotic teams.
Yeah, there was a streak there where there's just like, here's a Milotic, because everyone's playing Incineroar, so you need to have ways to beat Incineroar, and it's the best answer. So.
Yeah, so, closing thoughts from you, bud.
Well, I'm not the winner.
Well, I mean, you can still get your closing thoughts in.
I got unlucky this game. That's my closing thoughts.
You had a lot of RNG go really wrong.
Oh yeah.
as opposed to the last one where I just literally made one play better. Yeah. So I feel like this one's going to be at least a little more interesting to watch.
For sure.
So, yeah, I got a whole lot of nothing either, man. So I think that's going to do it for today, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will be back tomorrow with the podcast, and see you later this week playing some Necrozma on laddering. So have a good one, everyone. Peace.